You woke up today feeling dreadful, and now you're stuck in bed, and you want to give up on your dreams. If that's the case, this video is for you. My advice is stay in bed. If you can, go to sleep even. Go back to sleep. Go back into the slumber wall and just rest. Your body most likely needs some rest in that moment. So allow yourself to rest. Stay in bed. If you can avoid it, this is not something you can always control. Don't dream. Just stay in bed and sleep. But if you do dream, then get up. I don't mean leave the bed. Just, get up as in be awake and try to find out what type of dream that is. Meaning, find out the meaning of the dream. Because sometimes in such situation, the dreams, they're not just dreams. They are messages. And unfortunately, we cannot always decode them, but we can give it our best, meaning we can ask the internet. And if you can, get up and try to decode it. And sometimes that will actually lead you to getting out of bed. You will leave the bed. And if that's the case, hurrah, you already won. You left the bed. But if you find yourself unable to leave the bed, despite having those dreams, then do this instead of going back to sleep. Imagine your dream. Imagine what you truly want to achieve. And then you recall the current situation that you're in. And after that, of course, there's going to be a discrepancy between them. Because your dream is the end goal. And your current state is most likely the first step, or one of the first 10 steps. Since it's just one of the first 10 steps, or the first step, of course it's not going to look the same as the end goal. The end goal is called the end goal for a reason, okay? So don't stress yourself because of the discrepancy. Instead, allow yourself to walk towards your goal. Slow down. Don't race towards your goal because you're going to burn out. And your nervous system most likely will not be able to keep up. Instead, slow down and walk towards your goal. Because with each step, you're achieving something. With each step, you're leaving behind the beginner line, the start line. With each step, your nervous system is having the chance to integrate the goal to come along with you without breaking down or sabotaging you. So slow down, okay? Now, let's say you have left the bed. Of course, do not expect to feel, amazing, like being pumped up with energy and stuff. If that happens, that's a blessing, okay? But most likely that will not happen. You will get out of the bed and you would think, okay, made it, but still you feel odd in a way that you're not energized enough to continue to carry on with the journey. In that case, do whatever calls to you in that moment. That could be you doing your mundane task, which is maybe to brush, to cook some food, or to just, sit down and do absolutely nothing. If that's the case, do it. Or maybe, sometimes it happens, you will find yourself being called towards one particular task that will help you get closer to your goal. And if that happens, hoorah! Really, it's a hoorah. Go ahead and do it. Do whatever your heart calls you to do. Because in that moment, your whole body, your whole system is trying to get you to move forward. It's trying to help you. So if you listen to it, if you listen to them, you're going to find yourself in a place with less dread. In a place where you feel less dreadful. In a place where you feel more motivated. In a place where you feel an outburst of energy that just propels you forward. So listen to your heart. Listen to your intuition and do exactly what it calls you to do. Should it be the case that nothing comes up to your mind, nothing comes up, you don't feel like doing anything, you can sit down, yes, or you can turn on the music. Get yourself a playlist. It could be your own playlist, but it could also be a playlist of someone else. Get yourself a playlist and just put on that music and move your body. You don't have to be a dancer, a professional dancer, to move your body. Just let your body be guided by the sound, by the tunes, by the drum, the guitar, the piano. Just let yourself be guided and move that body. Music does so much for us. It helps change our frequency. This is the reason why you should listen to music that actually inspires you, not just music that tells you, certain messages that you don't want or you have outgrown. Could happen. So, dance, move your body. Don't care who is looking. Most likely nobody's looking because you might be in your own space. But should it be that you're sharing space, don't care what they say, they do, or how they twist and turn their face, okay? Just do it. Just dance. Just move. Because by moving, you're going to release the pent-up energy. You're going to release the sour feeling. You're just going to release, and you're going to find yourself feeling energized. And while you dance to the music, it would happen that certain lyrics, certain line will kind of just struck a chord. And that is not random. You see, the universe, God, Allah, whatever you believe in, right? They constantly communicating with us. Now, they normally use signs and symbols that are not always easy to decode. But with music, it's easier for us to understand. Because if you hear a line that says, don't give up, you know exactly what it means, okay? Especially if it strikes a chord. If you hear a line like, let it go, and it struck a chord, you know exactly what it means. So text, the lyrics, they really do help us understand the message. Because we create languages for a reason, so that we can communicate with ease. And that's exactly what the divine spirits are also doing. So dance to the tune and listen. Don't actively listen, but listen when something struck your chord. Okay? So after doing that, after dancing, sometimes you find yourself energized enough to continue doing the work. Most likely to continue working towards your goal, doing the next task, or you will find yourself just feeling ready to do something else. In that case, do it. But if you're still feeling dreadful, okay, and you're still in the frequency of wanting to give up, in this case, I advise you to go out. Leave your room, leave your home, just leave that space, because most likely you've been sitting in your room, in your space for way too long, have not been engaging with anyone else but yourself. In other words, you drain, okay? You need to retank. So go out, go for a walk. Nature, it inspires us, okay? Or go out and meet your friend. Meet up with friends, have a dinner, have a lunch together, share a laugh, share stories, and just be in the moment. You should definitely not be by yourself. You should go out and let life inspire you, and let yourself be inspired by a fellow human as well, okay? Those are our inspirators. Is that the word? Inspirers. Inspirator is German. Inspirers. Let life and our fellow humans inspire us, okay? We don't have to do it all alone. A dream is a dream that you come up with alone. Actually, I don't think a dream is something you come up with alone. It's something that kind of comes through you. But you don't have to do it all alone. Everyone can participate in it to help you get to the goal. Just their roles is not what you imagine them to be, okay? but everyone is there to help you. So go out and engage with people. Go out and engage with life. So just in case after you finish, you did all that, you're still not feeling well, then check in with yourself. Most likely you're hungry. Have you been eating properly? Have you been sleeping properly? Have you been drinking properly and enough? Or maybe you're coming down with something. I don't know, a cold or something like that. Or, for women, maybe we're about to get our cycle. In that case, the emotions are going up and down. PMS is sometimes really up. Okay? It really is a big B. And for men, I don't know. I don't know what they get, but most likely you're going through that as well. Sometimes it's just the circle that we find ourselves in that moment. That's why we feel in certain ways. And it's up to us to check in with ourselves to know and realize which phase we're currently in life, in our monthly circle, or whatever is going on, okay? So check in with yourself. And if that doesn't work, then I want to say this. Stop stressing yourself. Because if everything that I just listed, if none of them work, then you're stressing yourself. It's really you're the one doing it. So stop stressing yourself. Stop putting some superficial deadlines that really is going to require more from you than it's actually going to give you, okay? Because sometimes we want to get things done, which is good. It's good to get things done. But let's be honest, we have to calculate life happening into it, because we might be alone, but we do not experience life alone. So calculate, add some puffer time in there, because you're going to meet other people and things are going to happen that's going to require you to take it, to take a break from your dream and work on something else. So yeah, stop putting some artificial deadlines on yourself that's just stressing you out. Also, stop this, seriously, stop having some crazy ASS dream, meaning stop having unrealistic goals, okay? Because sometimes we want certain things in our head and it's obvious that it's not gonna happen. Because if you want to have a unicorn, honey, there are unicorns most likely somewhere, but right now here, the place that we're in, there's none. And if you wish your goal is to have a unicorn, you're just stressing yourself out because it's unrealistic. Okay, so put goals that are realistic. Put goals that you can actually create steps to work towards. Don't put goals that are just not gonna happen, okay? Because that's gonna stress you unnecessarily, okay? And the most important thing that you should do is to just be human, okay? Of course, we're an expression of the divine, but we're currently having a human experience, okay? And that means that you're a human being, hence you have to be, okay? You have to be. Only by being, you can create. Only by being, you can flow. So stop stressing yourself with things that are out of your control, that do not give you what you put it in, okay? And one more thing before I end this video. I'm not saying you shouldn't give up on your dreams. Certain dreams, yes, you should give them up because they don't align with you anymore. And that's the thing. When you're about to give up something, be sure that you're giving it up for the right reasons. You're not giving it up because you didn't fulfill them, because most likely you didn't, or you haven't done all that is needed to get you to the end goal. But if you find yourself wanting to give up because you know you've done your best. Give up because you know that you have outgrown that goal. Give up because you know that you found something that excites you more than this goal. But don't give up just because you're feeling tired or you're currently facing a hurdle, or because things are not coming as fast as you would like them. Give up only when it's necessary, but don't give up on your dreams just because it's hard. Okay? Best of luck. Best of luck. Bye.